Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel, Cosmic Light Body. My name is Mark, and in this video I wanted to talk about navigating the energetic body and how we could use that to really help us drop in and focus on the higher frequencies. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, I really appreciate you stopping by. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. I've got new content coming 3 to 4 times per week. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, the energetic body. How do we utilize this aspect of us to really focus in on the higher frequencies and manifest them out into our reality? So, as I've been going through the ascension process, I've had days where things really start to feel dreamlike. I just feel things feel very diffuse, really not as dense as they, were maybe a few years ago. And I'm starting to become aware of this. And what's happening is we're actually resonating at a higher frequency, and our energetic body is moving up with that. And we still, however, have the anchoring frequencies that anchor us here in 3D, and that's what manifests our reality around us. Our senses, though, are so trained to focus on these frequencies of the third dimension only that we're not aware of the higher frequencies that we are actually gaining access to. Okay, so they are in our reality, we're just not focusing on them. And this dreamlike state that we could sometimes feel is really these frequencies starting to manifest out. And our energetic body is starting to raise in frequency, and our mental body is moving up. And what's going on now is we're starting to really perceive more of these higher frequencies. So the mind, the ego, still wants to really focus in on the density around us. So we want to see a chair as a chair, a table as a table, a building as a building, a car as a car, whatever. And that's perfectly fine because that is why we're here. We're here to interact with these dense energies, and that's the whole point of the lower dimension. But as we start to bring online and vibrate high enough to start to actually perceive these higher frequencies, we want to be able to return to them throughout the day. We want to bring our awareness back to them because that breaks the patterns. The patterns we've had since birth was, okay, we got to focus on this 3D stuff. But we need to really retrain our brain to loosen those rules and those patterns and integrate them so that we could start to perceive the higher frequencies. So throughout the day, what I'll do is when I catch myself in thought, if it's 3D related type of thought, I'll stop myself now, and you have to have the awareness to do this. And for those of you that have issues with coming out of this because of your work or whatever it may be, your life situation just keeps your mind occupied all the time, schedule it. Put a notification on your phone, put an alarm several times a day, 3, 4, 5 times a day. Just stop and breathe. Do some breath work, bring it back to the body. And when you do that, I want you to think about these higher frequencies, and I want you to start to move into them, back into the body, and start to think about, what am I looking at? What is my mind doing? What was my mind doing at the moment before the alarm went off? Because we want to start to train the brain into alignment with our higher self and these higher frequencies so that it can learn that there's more than what it's used to seeing and perceiving with the 5 senses. So if we could do this throughout the day, you're going to find that you're going to be able to break that circuit. It's like a circuit breaker, right? You're going to be able to break the circuit of the thought processes and the patterns that are running and just kind of stop it. And when you take it to the body and start to breathe a little bit, and it only takes a few seconds, what you're doing is you're allowing space for these higher frequencies to flow out, okay? Now, when you feel this dreamlike, they're starting to flow out. We just need to, at that moment, when we feel or perceive that, we need to snap it back into the body and anchor that feeling and open ourselves up into seeing what these energies are trying to reveal to us. If you've had a deja vu moment or something like that, that's a perfect circuit breaker, right? That's an indication. It gets your awareness. Wow, I feel like I've I feel like I've been here before, something. It takes you out of your current reality. And that's the same thing I'm saying with taking it to the body periodically throughout the day to retrain the mind. When you have this deja vu feeling, it gets your attention like, hey, there's something else going on here that is beyond this third dimension, beyond these five senses, what my five senses are perceiving. And now it's in my awareness. What do we do with that? Well, we take it to the body and we start breathing and we anchor that, because what's happening in those situations is you're starting to tune into alternative timelines, higher dimensional energy, maybe there's spirit guide contact and things like that. So they're almost like glitches in the matrix in the third dimension per se, and you're perceiving higher dimensional energies. So these types of patterns, these types of behaviors, if we could work these things into our daily routine and just take that pause, bring it in, recenter ourselves, and realize, hey, I've been so focused on 3D, but I know there's higher frequency energy trying to manifest out through me. That will start to bring you more into alignment to be able to start to perceive these frequencies. And that's what we want to do. So try that for a few days, and you're going to see that it's going to start to make a pattern. Okay, now it takes weeks to really override habits, but if you do this for weeks, you're going to start to realize that you're going to just naturally go back into these new energies, and you're going to get back in your body, and you're going to ground these and really anchor them, so that while you're going about your day in your normal routine, you're going to start to be able to perceive some of this higher stuff, higher frequency energies. So give that a shot. Please, leave a comment here and let me know if it's working for you or how it's working for you. I'd really appreciate that. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I release a new video. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you.